Scorpions, this is Tarot with Ariana Stark. This is your reading for June 2020. Before we dive into the video, do us a favor and click the like button to help spread the word about Tarot with Ariana Stark. Also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so. By doing so, you won't miss out on our future videos. Scorpions, we'll use Tarot for your overall reading, and we'll also conclude this reading with some messages from the 8-way Oracle deck and also by the Butterfly Oracle deck. So let's just dive into your reading. Scorpions, please keep in mind these are all random messages and they may not be in any particular order. Towards the final days of May, stepping into June, we have the Four of Wands. This period was marked by a lot of communication. There was also hectic activity for you, which you had to attend to pressing matters in this period. There was harmony on the home front, or maybe you were thinking of your twin flame relationship, or maybe you were thinking of marriage. But certainly some disagreements were also there that you need to handle. Obstacles to overcome this month, we have the High Priestess. High Priestess, like you see, it's here somebody who's quite intuitive and who has a lot of insight into her life, but then you need to overcome. It's an obstacle card, so maybe you're not going to pay heed to attention to your insight or your intuition that is coming, or the answers that you're getting from your inner voice. So listen to the inner voice, and then you'll be able to counter whatever issues that you have to face. Basically, in this period, you will crave newness. You have the energy and you'll get the support from your aides and your loved ones. Paperwork will also increase. Many times you'll find that your friends and acquaintances will rely on you for support. Maybe they are in situations where they'll call upon you for help, and you'll be quite exasperated because it seems it's always you who has to help them out and come to their assistance, and they don't even have a kind word to say or they don't even appreciate it. So you may think that it's better that to keep away from such people. Still, the universe will reward you, so don't be self-centered or don't think along those lines. Influences for the month, we have the Death card. Scorpions, this period will be marked by transformative experiences. You will also have to attend to pressing matters, like I said earlier in this reading. Also, the energy that you're carrying forward is that you have to pay attention to whatever that is going around, or you have to be on your toes. You'll have to move about. You may not get what you desire, or maybe your expectations may not be met, but then you'll be completely fine. It's like they say that something is better than nothing. Work-wise also, there'll be increased paperwork and increased work in this period. Maybe you'll be quite overburdened also. Maybe the boss could give you an assignment at short notice and you'll have to complete that. So basically, you'll have to keep away whatever you are working on and attend to whatever is important. Basically, you'll have to prioritize. Scorpions, another thing I would say that on the love front, there'll also be lots of admirers, and maybe someone who is expressing himself indirectly would want a confirmation, or maybe want reciprocal or feelings, but maybe you're going to be disinclined. He will think that it's a hopeless situation, or maybe that way, but then even you have feelings for him, even though you don't spell it out. Many of you could also hear from an on-again, off-again lover in the month. On the other hand, singles, you should also be careful, because there could be people who are showing an interest in you, but there could be lecherous men. They could only be interested in sex and one-night stands, or you want commitment and you desire a steadfast or a solid relationship. The first 10 days of the month, we have the Knight of Swords. Again, you'll be moving forward with the changes. You'll be quite analytical and logical in this period. You'll be cutting through the obstacles, but try to be quite tactful in your relationships, because maybe you could say an unkind word and that could mar your relationships. You'll also have to look carefully and rather than ignore the details. Maybe you'll overlook certain things and later you will regret, or you may have to review the assignment all over again. So this could mean excess work, or the work increases for you. Again, those who are already married, you should not put up with spousal abuse. Your partner could think that you're not giving him that much attention or time. So all these issues have to be taken into consideration. At work as well, there'll also be jealous superiors or jealous colleagues who may want to sabotage your work, and they could leave you quite exasperated. The next 10 days, we have the Four of Swords. Scorpions, you need to take a back seat and think along new lines. Maybe you have to give up an idea, and it's not working, and you realize that you have to redo the assignment or rethink a new way of life. This is also the time when you'll be quite overburdened. You'll also be aloof in relationships, maybe because you want time alone. Your health could also be affected in the month, so be careful. Maybe there's also negative energy around you that is affecting your mental state. The last 10 days, that is 21st to 30th June, we have the 10 of Cups. Overall, contentment can be expected in this period. In love life or in love matters also, your feelings will be reciprocated. But there'll be also those times when you'll feel in the month that your partner isn't as communicative as you would have liked. Maybe he's not expressing himself completely. Sometimes he takes a backseat, and sometimes you may also think that it's always you who's making the effort. So you would want more than that from him. Many of you may also be thinking of starting a family of your own. Because it's the 10 of Cups, the cycle has changed and we'll have to start a new cycle. Overall, contentment can be expected in personal and professional, on the professional front as well. In fact, on the work front also, you'll get praise will come your way. Maybe even as the boss, your management will be supportive of your vision and ideas, and they will agree that you have brought in a lot of changes and have helped in the rebuilding of the organization. Let's just wrap up this reading with some Gateway Oracle card messages. It says here, simplify your life. Maybe you need to declutter. Maybe you need to work on your environment, which is making your life stressful. Maybe if you're like this lady over here, she's sweeping away old patterns and old habits, or decluttering her space, making the environment clean, because there's negative energy around you which needs to be done away with, and you have to allow fresh air to come into your life. Also, it may seem that you'll have to get rid of people who you no longer require in your life. Maybe get rid of paperwork as well, old papers which you don't need. Some of you can also need to remove data from the recycle bin which is not required on your computer. Another card we have here is gracefully aging. Scorpions, you are known to be quite wise, and you'll be understanding matters, or you'll be delving deeply, and you'll understand how to come to solutions. I mean, because of your insight, you'll be able to come to conclusions, and you'll get greater insight also. So you'll be able to handle your affairs, or if any problem arises, especially in the last 10 days, you will realize that you are learning more. In fact, it is also the time to learn something new. The month is asking you to be open. If there are new ways of learning, then be receptive to that. Those of you who are also old and you're aging gracefully, maybe physically also you have accepted your whole form and your body, and so you're aging gracefully. Other than that, age also makes us wise, like you're quite like wise Solomon. So people will tap into your words of wisdom. So be open to those situations. I hope, Scorpions, you liked your overall reading for June 2020. This is Tarot with Ariana Stark. We also have the weekly love reading, which is forecast every week. Have a look at that as well to get greater insight into your love life. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.